everyone that knows me knows the Traitors is my favorite show on TV every year. And it's so sad that this is an exit interview because everyone was rooting for Boston Rob to go all the way. Survivor legend, The Amazing Race, Dealer No Deal Island, and now the Traitors legend. I mean, what has the reaction been like since you've been off the show?
It's been amazing. This was a different kind of show than I've ever done before. And, the fans really showed out. It's been really feeling the love over here, and it's awesome.
I love to hear that. And it's kind of hard for you to go on a show like this because obviously the stakes are so high and everyone knows the legacy of Boston Rob. Obviously, targets are going to be put on your back from the beginning. What did you expect walking into well, obviously, you didn't start at the castle. You're kind of jumping in later from the cages. But what expectations did you try to overcome since you're this massive reality TV legend?
Yeah, I've been doing this for over 2 decades now, so my reputation kind of precedes me. I knew I was going to have a target on me. They made that target huge, but luckily, I do some of my best work when the pressure's on. So I embrace the challenge.
Would you have changed your strategy had Alan Cumming told you you were a faithful instead of a traitor?
Of course, yeah, it's a completely different game and a different mindset. There's challenges to both playing as a traitor or a faithful. This season, because of the way things kind of worked out, I felt like it was me against everyone a lot of the time.
One of those major moments, the biggest clash we saw was you and Bob the drag queen, which Bob said came out of nowhere. He wasn't expecting that at the round table, but he did kind of put a target on his back. As much as I love Bob the drag queen, when he spoke up saying it had to be one of you three new guys, I knew it was the end of the road. What about that clash sticks out to you the most?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have always had a policy that if you're not with me, you're against me. And as soon as he publicly stood up and said what he said at the end of that challenge, I knew that I had to go at him, and I had to do it, with the element of surprise, and I had to, go at him with everything I had. So luckily, that battle ended in my favor. Uh, I still lost the war though, but I stand by what I did.
Yeah, and another one of the great moments so far this season, the great in terms of you is the turret between you, Carolyn, Danielle. I mean, it is just chaos after that round table where she's voting for you, she's voting for her, and then you guys all get to the turret before the episode ends. What is going through your mind at that moment as you guys are trying to defeat the faithfuls, but you're all three against each other at that point?
Yeah, it's complete and utter distrust in the turret, and a unique situation. We haven't seen this in any of the other seasons of the Traitors. And I think it stems from the fact that I have a reputation as a pretty aggressive game player, along with the fact that I, went at and killed Bob the Drag Queen right away. They didn't see what I saw with Bob coming at me. So, from their point of view and their lens, I can understand their fear.
Yeah. And let's say Alan Cumming gives you the choice at the beginning of the season. You get to pick two other traitors to be with you. Out of that whole cast, who are you picking?
Oh, I'm taking my man Dylan, and I'm taking Wes. I think Wes is a killer. Gone too soon, you know?
I mean, it was epic that you guys go against each other, these reality TV legends. I knew you would say Dylan. His eyes just got so big every time he saw you. I mean, he was starstruck, also being Zac Efron's brother. Who are you rooting for now that you're gone? I'm guessing it's Dylan, but who else are you rooting for in this case?
I'm definitely rooting for Dylan. I think he's got a good shot. He's got a good head on his shoulder, and he's pretty inquisitive. And surprisingly, even though I didn't work so well with her in the turret, I'm rooting for Carolyn. I hope she can get it done.
She is such a fan favorite. She's so quirky. She's so lovable and likable. And also likable, I mean, Alan Cumming. Like, he is around now, he's Emmy winning host of this show. What is it like to get to see him come out in all these different outfits and use that accent for the challenges? I mean, that has to be so cool.
Alan was great. Every day I said it was a different holiday. He had St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, Statue of Liberty. I was naming his outfits, but he's a great host and really charismatic and a great guy. You know.
That's awesome to hear. And watching the Traitors, I know everyone can say, oh, the editing is different, or oh, here are things you didn't see. What do you want people to know most? Like, what's the biggest misconception of things that happened on the show that people don't understand or aren't getting to see?
I mean, it's just so much harder than it looks, especially if you're a trader. I think the one thing that I can say is that like the hours are so long. Like we get up at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and sometimes work until 3 or 4 in the morning by the time we finish the traders. We're so far north in Scotland in the Highlands, and we're there in the height of summer. So it's light out for probably 21 hours a day. So it only gets dark between like 2 and 5 a.m. So the window of time to film the turret scenes is late at night, and then you gotta get up and do it all over again the next day. So it's difficult to be a trader for sure.
And I wonder that how does the producers, production, how do they distinguish? Okay, everyone has to leave at the same time, but then the Traitors have to come back, and the other cast members can't know that you guys are coming back. How does that work out?
Yeah, that's a trade secret, bro, and we can't tell you that.
I can understand that. I'll appreciate that. And last question, would you recommend Amber, your wife, who we obviously know and love from Survivor as well, would you recommend her to go on the Traitors? And if so, faithful or traitor?
She's a faithful, 100%. She doesn't have the killer instinct that I have at the round table. Although she might surprise me, but I would
You know,
say faithful.
you never know. I would love to see her on season 4, but you were so enjoyable. I hate that this is an exit interview, but the fans know and love you, and it's so enjoyable. Make sure you watch Traitors, new episodes Thursday at 9 p.m. on Peacock. Thank you so much.
Amazing, dude. Take
Yeah,
care,
thanks.
Trevor.
You too. Thank you.